In the earlier lecture, we discussed the solution of Legender's differential equation. Let me just scroll it so that some people can take the screenshots of that one. Those who are not taken that, I'll show that one. Here you can see that this is the Legender's equation. Okay, 1 minus x square y double dash minus 2x into y dash plus n into n plus 1 of y equal to 0. It's very much useful differential equation, has lot many applications. And coming to the point of solution of this differential equation, we have taken the solution in the form of a0 plus a1x, that is nothing but in short this summation. So y dash and y double dash comes. So continuing in this way, okay, better I'll go page up so that page up, page down, so that you can take the screenshots if you want. Earlier that complete lecture is recorded on that. Interested people can see that one. Now I'm starting my discussion from here onwards. That is the general solution of Legender's equation 1 minus x square into y double dash minus 2x into y dash plus n into n plus 1 of y equal to 0 is y of x equal to some arbitrary constant a0 into some solution, one solution y1 of x independent solution, and another independent solution is y2 of x. So a0 into y1 plus a1 into y2 of x, where y1 of x is this one and y2 of x is this one. Let us start the discussion from here onwards. That Legender's equation was 1 minus x square times of y double dash minus 2x y dash plus n into n plus 1 of y equal to 0. The general solution of this differential equation, okay, general solution is y of x is equal to that y which depends on x, it is a0 into some y1 of x plus a1 into y2 of x, where y1 of x is equal to, now I'll tell you a simple way how to remember this one. This a0, actually our assumption was y of x is equal to a0 plus a1x plus a2x square plus so on, or better I'll write two more terms, a3x cube plus a4 x to the power of 4. It was shown in the earlier lecture that this a0 and a1 are arbitrary constants. A2 depends on a0, a4 depends on a2, a6 depends on a4, and thereby depends on finally a0. So the arbitrary constants are basically only a0 and a1. If you see this, a3 depends on a1, a5 depends on a3, sorry, a5 depends on a3, finally depends on a1. So what happens is a0 and a1 are arbitrary. A2, a4, a6, they all depend on a0, and a3, a5, a7, a9, they all depend on this particular a1. So if we take that as arbitrary constants, then we get in this way. So when a0 is taken common and a2 depends on a0, a0 is outside, so that a0 is written. That function y1 of x now will be 1 because a0 is taken common, minus n into n plus 1 by 2 factorial into x square. Now if you remember just this much of expression, then I'll tell you how to write the next coming terms. I mean to say, what will be the next term for x to the power of 4. Keep in mind that all even powers of x will appear here. So this factor n and n plus 1 with 2 factorial is of course involved. If you see that previous video, you will come to know about it. And what you do is you include two more factors, so one on the left with a 2 units difference, that is n minus 2 here, and 2 units difference, so it will be n plus 3 by 4 factorial x to the power of 4, and alternate plus minus will appear. This is y1 of x, and y2 of x will be equal to, here a1 x is there, so a1 is taken outside common here, so in y2 of x, x appears. And next a3 depends upon a1, so a3 is sometimes of a1, so that a1 is taken common, and hence in y2 we will be having minus n minus 1 into n plus 2 divided by 3 factorial x cube. You just need to remember only this part, n into n plus 1 by 2 factorial. So the way to remember is just take 1 unit less on this side, 1 unit more on that side. So this is the way how to remember a3 value in terms of a1. Otherwise you do one thing, you remember this complete for a2 and this is for a3. We have a3 x cube, so a3 is this much times of a1, and that a1 is taken outside, so basically this comes. Next, once you remember these two for a2 and a3, the same rule applies for the same rule for this a4 applies for a5 here, so alternate plus minus, so this comes. Now 2 units that side, that is n minus 3 into n minus 1 into n plus 2, and 2 units that side, right side, that is n plus 4 divided by 5 factorial x to the power of 5 minus, I hope you will be able to tell, a7, a9, a11, that is all odd suffixes. This complete y2 is one independent solution, and this complete y1 is one independent solution, and the general solution will be in the form of y of x is equal to y of x is equal to a0 into y1 of x plus a2 into y2 of x, a1 into y2 of x. These a0 and a1 are just arbitrary constants. y1 is this one and this y2 is this one. Okay, now look at this main pattern, that is the Legendre's equation plus n into n plus 1 of y equal to 0. This n is any constant, but in most practical applications n will be a positive integer. If n is any positive integer, this is very important point to be noted. If n is any positive integer, then one among y1 of x or y2 of x, or one among this y1 of x comma y2 of x, one among these two will be surely a polynomial. Let's see how it will be a polynomial. For example, I take up n is equal to 1. In that case, when n is 1 substituted here, then this will be never ending infinite series, because there is no factor n minus 1 to become 0. Whereas if you see here, it is n minus 1. So when you take up n value 1 and substitute it here in this y2 of x, this n minus 1 becomes 0, and this n minus 1 is going to appear in every factor. Actually in a7, n minus 5 will appear 2 units this side, and 2 units that side, n plus 6 will appear with the 7 factorial. I hope you got the point. Now the point is that when n minus 1 is appearing in every term, then all the terms from here onwards will vanish, that is, they are going to become 0. Therefore only one term survives, that one term is x. So if n is 1, then y is going to become x. Okay, this is a polynomial of first degree. If n is 1 substituted in y1 of x, then this terms no one vanishes and hence it will become an infinite series. So y1 of x is an infinite series and y2 of x is a polynomial in the case when n is 1. Let's come to another case. It's enough to understand for two cases, because one is odd, one is even, then the same idea repeats everywhere. If n is 2, then what happens is, if you substitute 2 here, then 2 into 2 plus 1 by 2, okay, but here n minus 2. So this becomes a 0 and this complete again appears, and if you talk about a6 x to the power of 6, then a6 is sometimes of a0, that a0 was taken outside. So in y1 of x you will be having this complete factor along with 2 more, that is okay, back to the point. If n is 2, then this n minus 2 becomes a 0 and the terms from here onwards become 0. Therefore the term which this y1 of x becomes a polynomial. Here this was y2 of x, better I'll take it to, when n is 1, then y2 of x reduced to x. When n is 2, then y1 of x is going to become equal to, what's that? Let us see now. Substituting n is equal to 2 in both of this, of course this will never end and hence it will become an infinite series. So in this first case when n is 1, this y2 of x is x, whereas y1 of x is infinite series. In this case y1 of x, when n is 2, this becomes a 0 from here onwards, so this reduces to substituting n value to 2 gets cancelled, it will be 2 plus 1 3, so 1 minus 3x square. Y2 of x, sorry, y1 of x is equal to 1 minus 3x square from this one. And if you substitute n equal to 2 here, it will become an infinite series. So y2 of x is infinite series. What is the point which we have to conclude is that when n is odd, y1 of x is becoming infinite series and y2 of x is a polynomial. When n is 2, which is even, y2 of x is infinite series and y1 of x is a polynomial. So if you continue in that way, for every n which is a positive integer, either y1 or y2, that is what I have written, one among y1 comma y2 will be surely a polynomial, and that polynomial is a solution, and this we are not going to directly call as the Legendre polynomial. We are doing some setting in that one. What is the need of that setting? Let us see here. As I stated earlier in my earlier lecture, that if we have one polynomial as a solution for a Legendre's equation, any constant multiple of that will also be a solution. Coming to the point, 1 minus x square into y double dash minus 2x into y dash. For example, if I substitute n value as 2, then 2 into 3 is 6, so plus 6y is equal to 0. This is Legendre's equation, and the general solution of course will come a0 into. Now one of the polynomial solution, just now we have seen when n is 2, y2 of x is infinite series, whereas y1 of x is 1 minus 3x square. So if I take f of x is equal to 1 minus 3x square, and that is nothing but equal to y, then this y satisfies. In the earlier lecture I have shown you how this is getting satisfied. Just let us see, instead of this f of x, if I take g of x as 10 times of this one, then it is 10 minus 30x square. You can verify that g dash and g double dash, if you calculate and substitute in the place of y, y dash and y double dash, then this gets satisfied, and hence this particular g of x is, of course this is solution and this is also solution, and any multiple k with this f of x is also a solution. Now the point is, among these many polynomials, there should be some polynomial designated as a special polynomial, and that should have some criteria to be the name to be given should have some criteria. Now the criteria what in the literature they have decided is a function p of x such that, okay, sorry, a function p of x such that it satisfies this one, it is a polynomial, it is a polynomial and it is a solution, of course, it is a solution. And third thing, p of 1 is equal to 1. This is the criteria which selects one polynomial among that infinite number of polynomials to be designated as a Legendre polynomial. So this is to be treated as a representative of that class of all polynomials. So this one, finally we will call it as a Legendre's polynomial. Now simply the value of f of x which has just now satisfied is 1 minus 3x square, but if you substitute 1 in that, f of 1 is nothing but 1 minus 3 into 1 square, that is nothing but equal to minus 2. So if I multiply with 1 by minus 2, that is going to become plus 1, and hence I'll take p of x as minus 1 by 2 times of 1 minus 3x square, that finally reduces to 3x square minus 1 by 2, and this is going to be called as Legendre's polynomial. Legendre's polynomial, and because it is corresponding to the value of n equal to 2, we denote it by p2 of x. Now coming to the point, if we note down some of the Legendre polynomials, if I substitute n value 0, then I'll get p naught of x. P naught of x is 1. You can see from the earlier written work, you can verify. So p naught of x is 1. These are the polynomials to be remembered. Otherwise you have to start from the infinites, general solution, and you have to substitute that values and you can get it, of course. So p1 of x is x, p1 of x is x, p2 of x is 3x square minus 1 by 2, which is just now I have derived. So these are the three very fundamental Legendre polynomials, but of course it is not ending here. You can find p10, p100, p1000, but in practical applications, they'll ask some problem, that is express a given polynomial in terms of Legendre polynomials. At that time they'll give maximum up to x to the power of 4. So you need to remember at least up to p4 of x. Now p3 of x and p4 of x, I'll write it now. Okay, now you can note it down the very few first Legendre polynomials, p0, p1, p2, p3 and p4. Generally they ask the problem up to p4. Okay, means they give a polynomial of 4th degree, so we need only up to p4. This list is the list of Legendre polynomials, whereas this is the conversion. If a constant is given, how to write it? That is 1, that is nothing but p0. If we have 10, we can write 10 p0 because 1 is p0, and x is p1, that is nothing but the reverse of that one. So if I have 10x, I can write 10 p1. Now you can note it down that it is x square. How I am getting from this one? I am just multiplying this 2 here, that is going to become 2p2. 2p2 is 3x square minus 1. So this comes plus 1 that side. So 2p2 plus 1. Plus 1 is nothing but plus p0, and that 3 comes down. In that same way I have calculated. Okay, so x cube is this one. You need to remember this one. X to the power of 4. Okay, this is same way I have done it. X to the power of 4 is basically just from this step this will come, whereas x square can be again written in terms of polynomials, Legendre polynomials, and on simplification we get this one. Okay, so if you take a screenshot, then I will rub this one and we'll continue the problem. Okay, as you all just now noted that these are coming actually from the general solution. Either y1 or y2 is giving these polynomials, Legendre polynomials. Now It's a long way to get the general solution and then remember that, otherwise and then substitute n value and get it. There is a very beautiful, very simple, excellent formula called as Roderick's formula. Okay, Roderick's formula. This Roderick's formula says that Pn of x means P0, P1, any one of you, any one of this, you can okay, you can get it by using Pn of x is equal to 1 upon 2 to the power of n into n factorial. Okay, nth derivative d power n by dx power n of nth derivative of nth power of x square minus 1. You remember this x square minus 1, it is raised to power n and nth derivative is taken, then finally you are adjusting the constant 1 by 2 power n into n factorial. You can get any one of this from this general rule. It's very big, it's very small, let us go moderate, we'll calculate P2 and then we can have a satisfaction. Okay, P2 of x, it is not verification, it is for our satisfaction. Of course there is no need of verifying, it is a proved formula. Okay, P2 of x is 1 by 2 power 2 into 2 factorial into second derivative of x square minus 1 whole square. I have just substituted n value 2 here. Now if I square it, what I get, x to the power 4 minus 2x square plus 1, and then I want the second derivative for this complete to be multiplied with 2 power 2 is 4 into 2 is 8. Now that is equal to 1 by 8 into, first of all I will take the first derivative for this one, that is d by dx of the d by dx. So it is 4x cube minus 4x. Okay, now that is 1 by 8 into, now I will finally take one more derivative. So it is 12x square minus 4. If we take 4 common from this one, then 4 by 8, that reduces to 1 by 2 and we get 3x square minus 1. I have taken 4 common. So this complete is nothing but the value of P2 of x, which is recorded already here. Similarly you can get P3, P4. So it's very important, and as per present syllabus of Osmania University Mathematics 2, we don't have the proof for this Roderick's formula, so you need not visit the proof, but you need to remember, they may ask a question, state okay, Roderick's formula. Earlier it used to come state and prove, now it's concession for you, just it is stating the Roderick's formula. So using this we can find the Legendre polynomials. And the last concept remaining in this unit is expressing a given polynomial in terms of Legendre polynomials, that we'll see now. Okay, now let us talk about how to express a given polynomial in terms of Legendre polynomials. As I stated just now some time back here, I recorded here, for saving time I have just paused the video and I have written that one. So 1x, x square, x cube, x to the power of 4, at least these 5 steps you remember. Most of the time they ask up to x cube, but sometimes rarely they can also ask about the 4th degree polynomial here. The question is express the polynomial, this 3rd degree polynomial, in terms of Legendre polynomials. So for that purpose we need only up to here, and this x cube is written in terms of Legendre polynomials. It's not a very special thing. You know about P3, just you write P3 value and you can get it from that one. That's so simple. Now back to the point. Otherwise I'll tell you that P3 of x we have written as 1 by 2 times of 5x cube minus 3x. Keep in mind one more thing, if this is odd, only odd powers will appear, and that too this starts with this one, okay, power 3. So it starts with x cube, then again a gap of 2 units, that is this one, x to the power of 1, and no other term will appear after that. And one more thing, because P3 of 1 should be 1, so 5 minus 3 is 2, so 2 is divided with that one, so that's also a way. So you should not get confused whether it is 1 by 2 or 1 by 3, it's a cross check. Back to the point, from this one we need x cube now, so just I'll send this one. So 2p3 is equal to 5x cube minus 3x, but instead of x we can write from there, that is p1. So if this 3p1 comes that side, it will become 5x cube is equal to 2p3 plus 3p1. and therefore x cube is nothing but 1 by 5 times of 2p3 plus 3p1. This is what is written here. In the similar fashion, that first three are very simple. This x square is similar to this one. X cube is already done here. X to the power of 4 already in the previous okay, some time back I have shown you that x4 is written in terms of Legendre polynomials. Now the conclusion is that if we are ready with this one, now there are ways for you. Either you remember this, or you remember only Legendre polynomial values and then you express it anyway. That depends upon your okay, easiness. Now let us come to the point how to express this polynomial in terms of Legendre polynomials. So better I will show you how it is done in two different books. Okay, then we'll come up to our way. Now you see the same problem just now I written from this textbook itself. So it is also a good idea to express in this way. This polynomial is sometimes of p3. Because it is x cube, it will not contain polynomials after p3 of x. So sometimes of p3, sometimes of p2, sometimes of p1 and sometimes of p0. We do not know what are the values of ABCD. This ABCD to be determined such that this matches with this particular given polynomial. Now the way is like this. A times of p3 is substituted here, b times of p2, c times of p1, that p1 is x, and d times of p0, p0 is 1. In case the polynomial is given as a fourth degree polynomial, at that time you will be taking a times of p4 of x. So here, because 4 constant has come because of 4 terms, there will be 5 terms at that time and 5 unknowns will come, a, b, c, d, e. Okay, anyway, so this is one way. By comparing this particular x cube coefficient 5a by 2 with x cube coefficient here, that is 4. So you can continue in this way. This is also a good method. And if you come up to the other way that is given in gray wall, you can see here express this polynomial in terms of Legendre polynomials. So p4 is written in this way. Here he has written that p4, but he is expressing x to the power 4 only using p4. He is not expressing this x square in terms of p2 and p0. So the reason behind it is that he means to he wants to combine this x square with this x square, and finally how much of x square remains, he is planning to substitute that x square value. Anyway, if you like this, you can go this way. If you like that, you can go that way. Otherwise, I'll do it in my way. Let's come back to this one. Okay. So what I do is that given polynomial, okay, given polynomial is 4x cube plus 6x square plus 7x plus 2. Now simply you do only one thing, that every power of x you substitute it from this Legendre polynomial expressions. So x cube is nothing but 1 by 5 times of 2p3 plus 3p1. Okay, next this complete is to be multiplied with 4x cube. Next 6 times of x square, that x square is 1 by 3 times of 2p2 plus p0. Okay, now it is 7 times of x, that x is nothing but p1, and 2 times of that one is p0. Now this is equal to, here you can note that p3 is nowhere available other than this. So let me write it as 8 by 5 times of p3. Now next comes how many times of p2 is involved in this one. So p2 is available only one time here. Now this 3 gets cancelled with this one. So 2 times of 2, that is 4. So it will be 4 times of p2. Coming to p1, p1 is appearing here, also appearing here. So if you simplify, it is 12 by 5 here. Okay, so 12 by 5 from here, and p1 is also appearing here, that is 7. So this much times of p1 plus how much times of p naught? P naught appears at these two places. So after cancelling this, it is 2. So it is 2 times here and it is 2 times here. So 2 plus 2 times of p naught. So finally it is 8 by 5 times of p3, 4 times of p2 plus it's 35 plus 2 37, 47. So 47 by 5 times of p1 and 4 times of p naught. So this is the given polynomial. Okay, given polynomial is now expressed in the terms of only Legendre polynomials. Now you can verify that it is the same as given in the textbook. I think if somebody you note it down. Okay, if you want you can take the snapshot of this one. Okay, now you can note it down and then okay, I hope you have taken the snapshot. So it is 8 by 5, 4, 47 by 5 and 4. These are the coefficients. Let us see what are the coefficients in this one. Okay, okay, fine. It is 8 by 5, 4, 47 by 5 and 4. Okay, so coming to the point, the conclusion is that we can express any polynomial in terms of Legendre polynomials. So this is the end of this particular unit 4, which was special functions. I delivered a lecture on gamma function separately, almost 1 hour. I separately recorded a lecture on beta function, on relation between beta and gamma function in that one itself, and also I have recorded a lecture on error function and complementary error function separately, and one more video separately for the concept of power series, and this is the 5th video. Sorry, 5th one was Legendre differential equations solution, and this is the 6th video. So if you go through these 6 videos, then every concept of this unit is covered as per Mathematics 2 of Osmania University present syllabus 2019 to 20. I hope you are clear about this one. In addition to this, I would like to give some, okay, it's 32 minutes right now, changing seconds. So it will be some time, okay, 2 or 3 minutes or maximum 5 minutes. It will be beneficial for you in the next competitive examinations. Okay, I'll give some hint for this one. Okay, you know what is P3 of x? P3 of x is 1 by 2 times of 5x cube minus 3x. You know what is P4 of x? P4 of x is 1 by 8, 35 times of x to the power of 4 minus 30 times of x square plus 3. Again the same thing, I said that idea earlier. 35 plus 3 is 38, 38 minus 30 is 8, 1 by 8. So P4 of 1 will be 1, and you have to remember these coefficients, of course. Now you know about P2, P1, also you will remember about P5, P6 if you require, but up to P4 it's enough. Suppose in the examination, gate examination, the question comes the value of integral -1 to +1 P3 of x into P4 of x dx is dash. It's how much, or they may give the actual value in the options. So by looking at this particular problem, a common student okay, feels very happy. Common, I am saying common, very very common. So what that student feels, oh, I know about Legendre polynomials, I will substitute the value of P3 and P4, I will multiply both of them and I will integrate from -1 to +1. I will get the value and I will then see the options. But that student will lose a lot of time, and it is a very tricky question related to one very special point called as orthogonality property of Legendre polynomials, that states that if you have some Pm of x and Pn of x, this m and n as 3 and 4 are appearing here, so this will be equal to 0 if m is not equal to n. So if they give P7 and P9 or P8 and P1000, So whatever two numbers, whether they are even or odd, if they are just not equal, then the product integrated from -1 to +1 that gives 0. It is called as the orthogonal property of Legendre polynomials. Orthogonality, that is the perpendicularity concept. Okay, similar to that, it's not exactly that perpendicular here. So this you have understood. Now a natural question comes, that is, if it is -1 to +1, both of them are given same, that is p4 of x into p4 of x dx. Other than p4, if any other Legendre polynomial comes other than p4, then the product integrated, that will become equal to 0. But right now, because it is same here, the other way to write is p4 of x whole square dx. That is how much. Then you have to use the rule -1 to +1 Pn of x whole square dx is 2 by 2n plus 1. Its proofs are available, you can see in any standard textbook. So here n is 4, so just it is equal to 2 by 2 into 4 plus 1, that is nothing but 2 by 9. So an ordinary student may substitute the value, square it, product, okay, all these things. That's a waste of time. That's not the way. They want to check whether you know these properties of Legendre polynomials or not. Okay, let me end up the point here. Thank you. So if you go through these 6 videos, you will get a lot of confidence. Let's end up here. Thank you.